Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Perisno 0.6. Now, when we left off, we had been defeated a rather serious amount at Yerbe Castle, but it appears that we are lucky enough to retain possession. I know, this is a very confusing settlement right here, but it appears that our faction was working very steadily with the Orange faction to resolve a peaceful agreement with them. Now, what happened was, as soon as I came back to make some progress on the defeat that we had just suffered in the previous episode, I moved for about, let's say, 5 seconds, and then a message came up saying, "Oh yes, the Valahir clan has made peace with Reich," and we are incredibly pleased with that is for sure. We were rather on the brink. I did make it out of Yerbe Castle. They did not intercept me, and I was on my way to Freising, I believe. I do not know still, but yes, I'm trying my best. And I was going to head over there and get some units so that we could head back to Yerbe Castle and hopefully be able to beat them back. But it appears that I did not even need to do that, so we were very lucky indeed, and as a result of that, I have bulked up our defense, I suppose you could say, at our two fiefs respectively, and I've headed around all of the Valahir clan villages, and I actually headed all the way down here, and, well, maybe not all the way down here, but around here, and I've taken some units from Macavia and from Tolrania a little bit, and I've been able to place a couple in Yerbe and in Freising, and we are now at Alnar Castle because, of course, we had this quest to let Shi Jin stay with, who was it again? Etheling Nagli, and now we have just visited him, and he has stated that we can take him back, so we have Shi Jin with us, thankfully enough, and I believe Shi Jin is there. Yes, he is actually still wounded from our fights all those days ago, but thankfully enough, he is back with us, and instead, we have a task to escort Lady Murgyol all the way to Grindar, which I believe is all the way over there. So, this seems like a very simple task indeed, but I'm pretty sure we will have a more difficult time than we expect at it. So, let us begin our movements all the way over there, and make sure that we don't speed up too much, because you never know what you may run into. And that is one of our vassals right there, so we should be okay. Some villagers, and just continue onward. So, that was very strange indeed. A deceptively simple mission by the looks of things. And it appears that we are now done. There we are. We have done it. Thank you for escorting me here, Scout. Please accept this gift as a token of my gratitude. I hope we shall meet again sometime in the future. And there we are. We have increased our relation with Lady Murgyol by 2, and that is very nice indeed, because I believe she is the mother of Lady Ela. So we will be able to head now back to... oh, never mind. Okay, so it just increases our relation with the mother of our potential wife, I suppose you could say. And I will now be heading back to Alnar Castle. Hopefully we will be able to attain another quest for us. Hopefully get a little bit more relation with him. As you can see, oh, it appears that the daughter... yes! The daughter is here! Oh my goodness, so it appears we only needed to get a positive relation with the mother and the father, so that is why they gave us the quest to escort Lady Murgyol, and we will now be speaking to Lady Ella, or Ela, and hopefully I will be able to pronounce her name on our wedding day, if and when... oh no. She's not a big fan of us already, as you can see here. Now, if you'll excuse me... oh, no. Okay, I think one of you stated that this would be a better idea if I was able to win a tournament and then head into the feast or the castle, and hopefully a couple of ladies would be there. But, that is unfortunate indeed. Yes, I think we probably do have to do something to that effect, because as you can see, she is definitely going to get -2 if we attempt this. So, no, we do not have any ongoing feasts either, so instead, at least we know that she is now available. We will be able to head over to Grund. I think Grund will probably be easier, and we will go into the arena and hopefully ask for any available tournaments in the land. Not entirely sure whether it will make any difference if I go there and it is a different town from being a Valahir town, but you never know, we might be able to get lucky in that regard. So, yes, I do not want to participate in the melee fights, but I do want to know about the tournaments. Oh, apparently I do have to participate in this. Okay, well, I suppose this is rather different. We haven't done this in quite some time, so we may as well try it out for a little bit, and we'll see how well we do, of course. I think I've gotten a little bit better at fighting, or at least I would... Oh. At least I would like to think so. But it appears that these fellows are completely destroying each other at the moment, and... Oh, I blocked that thrusting attack very nicely indeed. Now, we do have a very low polearm skill, so I'm actually surprised we're doing this amount of damage. Now, I'm just hoping that I'll be able to avoid these arrows, because believe it or not, as I was traveling around the various villages, and... Ooh, that would hit me right there. Yes, as I was traveling around the... Ouch. Various villages, I was beset upon by a couple of bandits, and believe it or not, these wandering criminals were able to kill me in 2 hits. Now... I know what you're thinking. How could they do such a thing? I have red immortal armor on. Well, they were able to headshot me with some very powerful crossbows indeed, and one of them did 57 damage in 1 shot. So yes, I'm not entirely pleased with that outcome, but I suppose it was not too bad, because they only took 200 or so orums from us. So that is not bad in the least. But of course, it is never a good sign when you get taken out by bandits, but yes, never mind. We are okay, and we've taken quite a few recruits as well as a result, and oh my goodness, I am getting absolutely destroyed here. But I've taken out 10 opponents so far, which is not too bad, I suppose. And it appears that these fellows do like their staves quite a bit. They are much better at stave use than I am. And oh my. Oh. I have a bad feeling about this fellow. Oh, maybe not. They might fight each other. Yes, we have a good chance here then. Come on, let me take that guy out. Yes, there we are. Okay, I took out at least one of them, I suppose. And this is where I am very skeptical indeed about whether we're even going to be able to survive. Oh my. Yeah. For some reason, I knew that that fellow was going to take us out there, but at least we took out 12 opponents. That is not too bad. And there we are, 25 orums, which is not necessarily too good. Oh! A tournament is going to be held at Grindar. Okay. Well, that makes me feel a lot better, because then maybe we will be able to dedicate our success, or at least our hopeful success, at the tournament to Lady Ella, and then we will be able to, I suppose, try to court her a little bit further. But yes, I am not entirely confident in our abilities. And as you can see here, we have 4 veteran slaves, thanks to our experience at Yerbe Castle, and we are hopefully going to be able to advance them into gladiators soon. So let us head to Grindar as quickly as we can. And, oh, there is the tournament! Oh yes, okay, so let us take a look here. I am at 100%, so we are going to be heading in. Now, this is where I am a little bit dubious about betting on ourselves, because, as you know, I don't have that much money, but I think I should have enough money to bet in every single round, so let us hope that I will be able to deal a significant amount of damage. I have not done a tournament in Perisno for a huge amount of time now, because of course the last time we did was against Agathor Krex, I believe, in the first part, or at least one of the first parts of Perisno 0.5. So this time around I'm hoping I will do a little bit better in that regard. Unfortunately, Shi Jin is also in this fight, so we may have a couple of issues when we fight him, perhaps. That would not be too pleasing, I must admit. Come on, let's take this guy out. There we are, Sword Sister. And, oh, it appears my team was absolutely devastating to our opponents right there, so that is very nice indeed. 3 teams with 3 fighters each next, and I have a 2-handed sword. This might be troublesome for us. But they are excellent at taking out horses, as you can see. And we are then able to take out the rider when he is on the ground. And in that case, actually just destroy his HP right there. Very nice indeed. And, oh no. Okay. Come on. Yes, come on. Take him down. Yes, there we are. Take that, Shield Master. And it appears that We are the last man standing. Wow, okay. This is going much better than I remember it. Okay, so 2 teams with 5 fighters each. 5 versus 5. I have a 2-handed sword once again. That is not too bad, however... Oh no, we just lost one of our units incredibly quickly. And another one! Oh no! This is going to be one of those situations, isn't it? Oh, this is not good. Come on, take him out. Yes, there we are. Now block that. Oh, I really wanted to block that, but unfortunately he seems to have changed his technique as soon as he was attacking us right there. And, oh no. Ah, that is unfortunate. I really got taken out by a huge team of green members right there. That was unfortunate. Ah, maybe we can still speak to someone? Oh, that is not going to work, is it? No, that battle was heavily in their favor, I at least think. So, that is so unfortunate. What is this? Oh, she is actually married. Oh, yes, she is the aunt of Lady Ela, so, Oh my goodness, the only time that I had a good chance. Well, I suppose a tournament will come up again, at least in some time, I hope. Will there be one soon? Okay, well, I will be cutting away, and hopefully I will be waiting for some time, and maybe a tournament will appear at Grund, but I am not holding out much hope, so if it doesn't, then I will be, I suppose, heading off and fighting a couple of neutral opponents, because at the moment, as you can see here, we have absolutely no enemies whatsoever to fight. So, yes, we are probably going to have to fight a couple of those fellows, or maybe we would be able to head over to Reichberg or Volderberg and maybe try to find the Illican quest. So, that is what I will plan to do if and when we do not find a tournament. Okay, so I have been lucky enough to find the Illican quest in Volderberg, and as you can see here, we are speaking to a particular fellow that says, "The Illicans have been in this land for a millennia, and we have lived in peace unless threatened. We have never intentionally provoked others and are a good people. The Drachans invaded, however, and drove us out of our homes and burned our farms. They have committed atrocities. One certain caravan carries a lot of gold. It happens to be traveling to us right now. Can you raid it for me and bring the gold to me for proof?" Oh my. Yes! Let's do it! Why not? There we are. Raid the caravan traveling to Volderberg. Okay, we will be doing just that. Now, we do have a ransom broker here and a mercenary master huntress, which I would love to take, but I do have a rather considerably full army size, and as you can see here, my morale is dropping due to that army size. Now, we are barely staying above our weekly wages. I had just received my weekly wages before I arrived at Volderberg, and it stated that I was gaining 2 orums per week, so that is rather interesting. And oh, there we are, we have a Volderberg caravan right here. So let us head in. "Who are you?" "No one you want to know about." "We are under the protection of the Reich. What do you want?" "I want to kill you for the glory of Illican." Oh my. Okay, we're getting into character right here, it appears. 126 of our troops against 35 of theirs. Well, this is going to be, well, let's just say a rather convincing sweep, and I suppose this quest will definitely lead us into more difficult territory as we go along. So let us get over here as best we can, and we'll see how we do. Now, we do have a pretty reasonable army composition. I made sure that we had... Oh my, yes, they do have a lot of horses, which is something we do need to worry about, but I'm hopefully going to be able to distract most of them, as you can see. They have been derailed by my small diversion here, or at least a little bit, and maybe I'll be able to take out one of these fellows right here. Oh yes, there we are, nice hit from our mace right there, very nice indeed. And maybe yet another one? Oh no, okay, I was able to do serious damage to a horse and then take out one of the riders. Not bad. But yes, they are all caravan guards and probably recruits as well, so I'm not too surprised about our victory here. But I am wanting really to see what happens next in the quest. That would be rather interesting, I must say. So, what else do we have to fight here? Okay, they have just taken out the last unit. And there we are. 3 morale, that is something we definitely need. And there we are, we have received the Reich King's gold. And we have also freed an Illican ranger, by the looks of things. Thank you for freeing me. I managed to steal the gold when the chaos started, but I had no idea I would get this far. Here you go, sir. Oh, and he gives us the gold, of course. So that is wonderful. Okay, wow. We are rather rich now. Well, at least in terms of materials and not of actual cash, so we will see what happens with that. And I will now... oh, okay, so it actually has no sell price whatsoever, but I was rather tempted maybe to sell it. I don't know, maybe not. Yes, probably not. We do need it for the quest, however, so yes, we will now, I suppose, be heading back in to, yes, a man named Nodar. So we are going to be heading in back to the tavern as we have completed that quest, and he will hopefully reward us quite nicely. Okay, good job. This is our first step towards the resurrection of the Illican Empire. Come back to me for harder challenges. And as you can see, we have actually increased our relation with the Illica by 10, and in doing so have claimed, I suppose, a neutral standpoint with them, so that is rather nice. And now we will be asking him for yet another task. Aha! There is a local Reich lord in the area who has been hunting down Illicans without end. I want you to go and kill him. He is a cruel man with no loyalties except gold and greed. He will have some strong troops, so be careful. Okay. Defeat local lord. Oh my. Oh, and there he is. Okay, so this is getting much more difficult, as you can see by their army composition. Dragonaires! Oh yes, the nightmare unit for us right there. We were defeated by a band of them in the previous siege, but hopefully this time around it will be a little different. Now, Scout has leveled up, and we will be increasing his strength, I believe. And I think that's what we were going to do, at least. I think so. Yeah, let's go with that, because of course we are at 20 strength, so we may as well go for 21 and then get some additional in Power Strike, as well as Iron Flesh maybe at a later point down the line. And we will be increasing our crossbows, I suppose, a little bit, and our polearms, because of course, as I said, in the arena we were, well, somewhat out of our depth there with a staff. So here we are going to be... Did I just get intercepted by a band of snowcrawlers? That would be rather ironic, I believe. Okay, yes, it appears so. Okay, well, they have 191 and we have 123, so this may be a little close. They may take out some of our units, which is not necessarily too pleasing, to say the least. However, we are getting 20 renown value for this battle, according to the rewards, although I do not believe that is necessarily going to be too accurate. But let's just make sure all of our units are going to be in a proper positioning so that we can actually do a significant amount of damage to them as best we can. And I did not tell them to charge in, however, I think they may be just doing so anyway, and I think I will probably join them in just a second. So let us get our archers moving a little bit closer to our opponents. And by that I mean getting them over this hill here. Oh my. Well, let us try our very best, shall we? Let's do it. Oh my, look at that! That was a brutal attack from us right there. Very nice damage indeed. Now, I must just mention that I have also found a couple of other companions, as you may have seen on the party screen when we were escorting Lady Merchiol, and hopefully this time around we will be able to keep them in our possession, or at least keep them in our army, to support us as best as possible. Now, of course, we did have them before in Perisno 0.5, and I was not able to find them until now. One of them being Dahosen, and the other one being Alendel. So, yes, this will be a rather nice reunion for us. Of course, I still have not found... Ouch. Okay. These guys mean business. They seriously do mean business. Incredibly so. Wow. My horse was killed instantly. Well, that is a difference, I suppose. That doesn't usually happen. Can I get on this horse, though? It appears I can, and it is almost dead. Well, that's not going to do too much for us, is it? Yes, probably not. I'm most likely just going to get off. Okay. Well, This is probably not turning out too well, as you can see, because we do have a huge amount of Dragonaires against us, and that is probably due to the fact that, did the local lord join in with the snowcrawlers to fight us? I hope not. That would be absolutely terrible. Well, we have just received reinforcements, so I suppose that is a good thing. We have killed 145 of our enemies at the moment, and I am hopefully not going to be one of them. Oh my. Go on, take that guy out, and maybe take that one as well, and one of the Dragonaires! Yes, there we are, take him down as well. Oh my goodness, yes, it appears that the Lord may have indeed joined these snowcrawlers in the battle to help them out, although they are bandits, I thought at least. So, maybe not. We will see after this whether I need to rejuvenate my unit's HP. That would be absolutely terrible to do, because I do want to get this quest done as efficiently as possible, but yes, I really just want to see the advanced levels of the quest, because if it's anything like the Red Immortal quest, then we are going to be in for a treat. So, we will see. Okay, so it appears that we have done a reasonable job. We have lost 45 of our own units to death, however, so that is rather considerable, but I believe most of those were probably mid-tier Valahir units, and I suppose that's not too bad, as you can see here. Yes, Valahir Drengars, they are the fellows that we lost the most of, which I am not too disappointed by, so I think we should be okay. However, we did lose all of our veteran slaves, so we are not going to be seeing any gladiators anytime soon by the looks of things, which is rather disappointing. But we do now get to take a huge amount of Illica Falki units, as you can see right here, which are, well, let's just say very nice indeed. So yes, let's take as many as we can of those. There we are, and now we have 12 spaces by the looks of things, so let's take one of these, and that, and then... oh, I don't think I will take anything else, to be honest. I just don't want to have any issues with our morale any further than it already is, so yes, we'll do with that. There we are, take a few pieces of loot, and then we will see. Okay, so it appears that we are not fighting with the local Reich Lord just yet. So this, I suppose, gives us a good chance to have a little bit of a respite, and we will then head on to fight them in just a moment. Okay, so upon pursuing the local Reich Lord, we have been put into a rather awkward position, and you'll see in just a minute why that is. Yes, we have King Rafklazen here, and he is pursuing us a little bit around his patrol route, and I really do not want to be, I suppose, engaging him just yet. I do not really have a strong enough force to be able to take him on, but we do have the Reich Lord in our sights right here. So, before we actually head in, we are going to be changing de Hosen's tag to cavalry, and Alendel can stay as infantry, I believe. Now, do we actually have any, I suppose, better armor for them? Yes, we may do indeed. So let us try to give Alendel some better gear. Does he have 10 in strength? No, he does not. Wow, that is not necessarily too good on his part. But we may be able to give him one of these. Oh, that's a two-handed. I wanted to give him a shield and a one-handed, but maybe one of these is going to be better? Yes, this seems better, but this is actually even worse than the Huskar armor in terms of strength requirements. Oh, he can maybe use this? Yes, he can. Great. Okay, so he can use that and a staff. I could give him a spear, which would be better for him, so let's do that. Oh, yes. Just swap them around. Okay, and maybe a horse? Should we give him a horse? I don't know whether I really want to do that with the spear, to be honest. Okay, well, we'll leave it at that, and maybe he can use a shield with that, so we will give him this shield, just to test that out. And there we are. Okay, so we are now going to be heading in, and hopefully we won't get taken out too easily. Hey, I recognize you. You're the one who's been causing trouble around here lately. Have you come willingly to die? Yes, I have come to kill you, in the name of Illica. Fool, you do not know the power I possess. I have been chosen to destroy the Illican race. Oh my. Well, delusions of grandeur, perhaps? we shall see soon enough, I suppose. Oh my. Okay, so they have 62, as we know, and we have 104, which is vastly reduced from what I actually thought we were going to be engaging them with. So I will be charging in our infantry and our cavalry immediately, because, as you can see, a couple of our archers are probably going to get taken out almost immediately from them being at the front. And that is, of course, due to the absolutely immense speed of these dragonaires charging at us with their with their lances. And yes, my secondary horse backup right here was just healed from being lame, as I said I would do in the previous episode, and it appears that it has now become a little bit less so. Okay, yes, a little bit less healthy, I meant to say, but of course we may be able to get on one of their plated chargers if I am able to get to one of them, which would be rather wonderful, so let's do that. Oh yes, wow, and it is actually pretty healthy as well, so that is quite nice, although it is rather slow for my liking. Okay, well, we'll move over our archers. Into range of their spearmen, by the looks of things. And then we'll be able to do a serious amount of damage to their ranks. Oh yes, come on, let's get in there, do some damage, get some experience, hopefully. And I will not be too upset if my horse goes down, because of course it is not my horse, generally, so that should be fine. And I believe our Valahir infantry units should be very, very at home in the fray right there, and I'm actually just trying to get into the center here to do some damage, but it appears our Valahir units are doing an absolutely stellar job at taking them down, and as you can see we have a huge amount of Lancer units as well, so that is definitely helping us out, and there we are, we have appeared to have attained victory very quickly indeed. So there we are, 20 morale, which is wonderful, and 10 renown. Not bad. So we lost 12 in that battle, and of course that was mainly due to the Dragonaires doing an incredible amount of damage with their lances, but I am not too upset by that, because of course we are victorious. If we had lost due to that, then I would have been, I suppose, a lot more disappointed, but nevertheless we were able to pull out a victory, and now we can head on back to the quest giver and see what he has to say for himself. Now, I do have a couple of units that have leveled up, so let us do that before we do, just in case we have to encounter someone on the way back, and then we will see. There we are, defeat local lord, thank you very much, that is completed, and now we will head into the tavern once again. So, let's see here. Aha! Did you do it? Yes. Great work, we are getting closer, I feel it. At the rate we are going, we shall be free soon. As promised, your reward. 2,500 orums, and we have increased our relation with the Illican by 20. So that is wonderful, but not Nodar for some reason. Maybe he's not affiliated too much with them, but it appears that he may be. Okay, so here we are. We have maybe one of the final quests, we will see. Are there any harder tasks for me to complete? A harder task, eh? There isn't anything right now, but maybe you can pass the time by defeating a certain dragon priest for me. He is near Volderberg, what say you? That's a good idea. I will do it and hopefully not die in the process. That's what I would write there. Oh yes, customizing my own speech right there. Okay, so, defeat a dragon priest. That is our next objective, and I'm hoping that he is not right next to us here, because otherwise we might be in serious trouble. No, it appears that he is not, so he might be in the surrounding area. And as a result, I will be ending this episode off here. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.